And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Aliens going up against the Trappers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Towing the slab in today's game, Satchel Paige.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
No, that's Whit out. Merrifield, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Center field. And there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
1 out, bases empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there. Next pitch inside. Ball 2.
2-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Crow Armstrong checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the DH, David Ortiz. First offering in the dirt. Ortiz hitting third in the lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And another ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one missed.
Ball.
And that's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. Aaron Judge at the plate.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
It's 0-1.
Satchel comes to the plate. And Judge spoils that one. 2 outs. Goes down looking. And the batter now, Tim Raines. Just missed. Clips the corner, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Witt. One gone, bottom half of the first. And here comes Carlos Correa. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Check swing, called strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Ken Griffey Jr. First pitch misses. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one hammered. That's back. Get out of town. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. That one ripped. Crow Armstrong ranges back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back at Citizens Bank Park, top of the second. Here's Bryant now. That one's in there. Strike one. Fought off foul. That one just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Triple digits on that last pitch. And now the first baseman, Jose Bautista. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Satchel kicks and delivers. Swing and a foul straight back. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So up next, Jason Varitek. Ripped on a line. Raines brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back. And now the DH, Taylor Ward. Blue back to work. And that misses.
That's the ball.
And that's ball 1. The wind of the pitch. On the ground, right side. Merrifield to first in time. And quickly one away in the second. And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And that is a foul ball. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2
ball
strikes.
1. And that
2-2.
skips in the dirt. Just
Ball.
off the outside part of the plate.
Full count.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Jenkins going back, and that one is off the wall. Throws to second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Jake Berger now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2-2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Fouled off left side. Now the 0-1. That one lifted to left. Judge really on his horse for this one. He makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. Digging in, Walker Jenkins. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
0-2.
There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Next pitch off the plate. And now it's even 1-1.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Man at second. Got him swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So the batting order turns over. With Merrifield up to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1-1.
And strike 2.
1-2 the count.
Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit
Take
him.
your base.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. On the ground. And it gets by him. Heading for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Hung up in a rundown now. And they tag him out. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Late on that fastball.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring.
That's strike 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now the third baseman, Troy Gloss. That one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the grab. 2 down. Now Correa up to hit. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That to right. Corrals it. And that is that. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's Chris Bryant now. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Tried hitting 101 and it wasn't happening. That's a strikeout. And now, Jose Bautista. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
That's down and in. Next offering is fouled back. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 4th. Now here is Ken Griffey Jr. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these guys, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
And that one is lifted in the air, and that will fall. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
This one in the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. And now 2-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Lined, and that's a base hit. Griffey around second. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ward swings through it for strike 1. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. The tying run is in to score from third.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here comes the 0-1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. And a count 1-2. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground to third. Over to Merrifield. Back to first, and that is a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play.
Hammered. Could be extra bases. Runner from third comes across. It's 3-2.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Berger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2. Stays alive. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 3. Out to short, and the inning is over. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the right fielder, Walker Jenkins. Page back to work. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And he makes the catch. 1 away. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside the park home run in the same game.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
1-2
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And there's 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Hit in the air, right field. And it drops in. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And here is Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Runner. Merrifield on the move. Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2 the count.
Runner goes again. And that's where the swing. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Troy Gloss. He was late there, strike 1.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Carlos Correa. 0 for 2 in this one. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here, and they add a run. It's 4-2. Foul ball there. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. All set for the they turn things over to the righty, Matt Brash. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Just missed.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And now it's even up.
2-2.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Correa over to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Judge comes up empty there.
No balls. 1 strike.
Ball one there.
Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
That one missed. Got him. That's out number 2. Here's Bryant now. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Stanton makes the play, and it's out. Bottom of the 6th, and now the right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now pitching, Michael.
That one outside.
No, out.
Ball 1.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it is gone. He'll touch them all. And they add to the lead. It's 5-2. Now it's going to be Taylor Ward. Headed towards the corner. Jenkins on the move. And there's one down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jason Varitek, 1 for 2. First pitch misses.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. He swings and fouls one off. Kopech deals. And that's off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one missing inside. Misses off the inside. 3-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
And a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the bottom of the 6th. Hit on the ground to short. Witt tosses across to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. We go to the top of the 7th, and now it's going to be Jose Bautista. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Brash, 26 years old, and he was born in Canada.
No, that's
just
out.
Missed. Out to center. And there's one away. The batter now, Jason Varitek. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Bobby Witt Jr. now at the plate.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
No balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, I'll say this, as a former position player and base stealer.
Runner on the go.
That's
There's
inside.
a ball.
That's a ball.
Caught in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. Bottom of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Tim Raines.
Ball.
Line drive, Merrifield. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Carlos Correa. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
It's 0-1.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Up and in, and it's 2-1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Right through there for a strike. They say you win. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the dirt. Varitek down to first with it. Not in time. He beats it out and keeps the inning alive. And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Junior off of first with 2 away. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next offering misses. 2 and 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 7-2. Ward at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
That's a ball. 1-2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Back here in Philadelphia now. Michael Kopech comes on now.
And, you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Now it's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Swing and a foul out of play. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they cut into the lead. It's 7-3. Ortiz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings and misses, and the count 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fair ball. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And they'll do it again. Inside, just missed. Ortiz off of first with 2 away. Just missing there. And the count's full.
Full count.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count is 1-1. And a strike in there. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. That one laced to center and a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 7-4. Jose Bautista, Jimmy Garcia on to pitch here. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He'll take a trot around the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and we're starting over. It's 7-7. Varitek now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Late with the swing there.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Just off the inside edge. Cut on and miss. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. And that is out of play. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's inside, and it's 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second. Extra base hit in this one. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
A changeup missing, and 1-1. That one at triple digits.
1-2's the count.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field, around third. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Checks over to first, back safely.
In the infield at the corners. Don't be surprised to see him.
Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. So bases all loaded up. Next to hit, Troy Gloss. Fouled off down the right side.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
So they're all loaded up. That one misses, and that is ball one. Battling here as he fouls it away. Now that's smacked to right center. And it's into the gap. A two-run double.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. Bases loaded, nobody out. Carlos Correa, the next to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2's the count.
Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. One runs in. The second run scores. Just about to get started. Our starting pitcher in this one, Joe Boyle. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And now Ellie De La Cruz.
The left fielder, Ellie De La Cruz.
The pitch. He caught it behind his back, and they got the out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. And that's in the dirt. One out, bases empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike. Strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Curve in the dirt.
Got a full count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it. Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here is Aaron Judge.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Schwarber leads off first with 1 away. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That's out to center field. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, and today's starting pitcher, Satchel Paige. What do you look for here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And here comes Carlos Correa. And first offering is fouled off. Lindor zips it across. That takes care of Correa. So digging in, Ken Griffey Jr.
Griffey Jr.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Second inning set to go. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Jacks a swing, hit to the left side. Gloss. Now the throw to first on the run. But he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Swings through that one for strike one. Boyle, 25 years old, and he was a 5th round pick in 2020. And that one is inside. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. No score here in the second. .99 mph to finish him off. Josh Gibson stepping in now. Just missed. And that one in the air center field. Junior puts it away for the out. Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. In the dirt, but kept close. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1-2.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Giancarlo Stanton. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Crow Armstrong should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Taylor Ward now at the plate. And that misses. And that's ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swings and misses.
1-1.
And the count 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1-2.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's bad. And that one is gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 1-0. Jason Varitek stands in here, takes ball one low. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw picked out of the dirt, body save. So a man at first. And here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. Just missed. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. The next pitch misses. Ball one. Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the third inning, and here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Right down to shoot. That's strike one. And that one fouled off. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So the batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Ellie De La Cruz. First pitch, and he just misses. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Schwarber in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. 1 out and a runner at second. Runner on the go again. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Reigns snags it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the
runner takes off for third. Swinging a foul straight back. De La Cruz at second with 2 down. And ball 1 to Judge.
1-1.
Judge rips that one. Griffey on his horse. Takes a tumble and hangs on. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Troy Gloss. Page back to work. One down. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. That's in there. 0-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
In the air, left field, down the line. De La Cruz on the move towards the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. De La Cruz makes the grab for the second out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Carlos Correa. That one is absolutely belted. And that's going to bang against the wall. Runner at first with 2 away. Ken Griffey Jr. getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Got him swinging. They take the force out, and that'll do it. Start of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Junior pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Here's Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland.
That's a ball.
And a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
McMahon in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Nope,
a little bit low. In the dirt, blocked.
1-2 the count.
Man at first, one away. Fights it off. He'll see another.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Slides, but it gets by him. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
2 consecutive base hits.
Matt Strom gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Next offering is down low.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that's off the inside edge. 3-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Puts a bunt down. Correa to first, but it pulls him off the bag. Two outs, bases full. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Line to left, down the line, and it's foul. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And it's even up.
2-2. We got a full count.
This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right side. Stanton on the move. Drops into the glove. And that's back here in Philadelphia. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton.
The right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Foul ball there. And a quick out, number 1. And now Taylor Ward. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Jason Varitek digs in now. And he grounds one to the right side. Albies tosses to first. Inning over. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss. De La Cruz goes 6 feet 5 inches, 23 years old. And he's usually a shortstop, but today he's starting in the outfield. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's the first out. Schwarber in the box again. Takes a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. Reigns under it. And makes the grab. 2 down. It's Aaron Judge now. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. They do it again. Back back-to-back homers. And they jump out front. It's 2-1. Ripped to short. Fires over to first. And that is the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. Fouled off. He was late. Ground ball left side. Fires over to first. One up, one down. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Inside at 100. 1-1. And that one missing low.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gibson collects, fires to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. Troy Gloss will hit next.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1. And another ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fought off foul. And a curve misses outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And he walked him.
Ball 4, take your base.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Raines stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around to the right side. Throws to first, and that is top of the 6th inning. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. 1 for 2. Mark Davis will take over here. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
The next offering misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Upstairs.
No, that missed.
In the dirt.
3-1.
Now 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's the catcher, Josh Gibson.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. Hit in the air out to center field. Griffey gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Ball low.
In the dirt. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. McMahon, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And a sac bunt here. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, 1 out. Ozzie Albies, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're the top half of the 6th. Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. They're waving McMahon home. The relay to the plate, and he's out. Here's the left fielder, Ellie De La Cruz. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And the first offering is not close. Just off the inside edge.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2. He knew he had a little wiggle room with the open base, but now that disappears. Mistake to this next batter, and this inning might really break open.
That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1. 2 outs. Bases are full. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
1-2.
He goes down looking. Well, we go bottom 6, and the batter will be the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it, and there's one away. And now Ken Griffey Jr. Inside, 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And the pitch. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it is gone. A solo shot. And it ties it up. It's 2-2. Stanton swings. Crushes one. Out to left. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown. And gone. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2. So now here's the DH. Taylor Ward. And first offering is fouled off. This one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Jason Varitek. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back.
Flew open a little bit with that pressed shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just a bit.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Emmanuel Clase.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the grab, and there's one down. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike. That one blasted deep to right. Stanton going back, way back there, and gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 3-3. Lindor swings through that one.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
That's outside. And that's ball 2. And there's a foul ball. This one in the air. Gloss. They got it for out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
McMahon, the next to hit, takes outside. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. So up next, Josh Gibson. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Reigns on the move to the gap. And that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swings and misses, struck him out. Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body.
And it gets by him. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 away.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still 1 away. Now it's the shortstop, Carlos Correa. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Hard hit, base hit. The run comes in to score from second, and it's a 2-run single, and they lead by 2. Ken Griffey Jr. digs in now. He's already homered in this game. Cut on and missed at 101. 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. On the ground, right side. Toss to Alonso. They limit the damage. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Bunts it in the air. And there's 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Tap foul at the plate. Clase, in his 5th season, he throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 down, base is empty. That misses. 1-2 the count. Just misses with that one.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Berger. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 down, base is empty. Ellie De La Cruz will hit next.
That's the ball.
First pitch just misses. And that one fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Junior moving under this one. Makes the catch, inning over. And we're back. And now the DH, Taylor Ward. Ersig back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Despite having 9 hits in the game, the numbers don't exactly jump off the page in terms of exit velocity. Nearly half have been traveling less than 90 miles per hour off the bat, but they're finding a way to get it done.
The catcher, number 33.
Now the catcher up to hit, Jason Varitek. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And it's fouled away. Ward gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next one misses. The count now 2-2.
2-2.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Into center. Crow Armstrong puts it away for the out. And there's one away. And here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
No balls, 2 strikes.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Lifted in the air, right center field. Albies makes the catch. Back here in Philadelphia, now the number 2 hitter, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch, not close. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying and gone. He sends a rocket to left. It's 5-4. Here comes Aaron Judge. Righty reliever out of the pen, Michael Kopech.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And that misses. And it's 1-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2 the count.
Next offering upstairs. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Alonso at the plate now, and that's inside.
1-0.
Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one missed, now 3-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 3-1. On the ground to third. And foul ball. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swings and misses, struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Lindor in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And that one fouled off. That's in there. 1-2. One strike away. Ball game. Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it.